These are 20 of the most expensive US coins sold at public auction in 2024. We might as well kick off this list with a coin that is going to raise a few eyebrows. There's really no way around this. This is the 2024 special 230th anniversary gold flowing hair dollar commemorative coin. But very specifically, this is the very first coin struck from that special mintage, with the special 230 privy mark. Included in the lot was not only the coin itself, but also the obverse and reverse dies used to strike the coin itself. Cancelled, of course, included in a special little presentation box. The coin itself was graded by PCGS as a perfect Proof 70 deep cameo, and by the conclusion of the special auction by Stack's Bowers in December, the coin had sold for a stunning price of $440,000. Another relatively modern coin then follows that, but this time it is a variety from the 1975 Roosevelt dime, where the customary S mint mark found on all proof coins is missing from the coin entirely, unlike most no S proof coins where several hundred or perhaps dozens of coins are known to exist. This 1975 no S dime only has a known population of 2 coins. This example is the Roof E specimen, making its auction debut in 2024. Graded by PCGS as Proof 67, it was sold by Great Collections in October for $506,250. A spectacular coin from a proof-only issue from the Philadelphia Mint. This is the 1887 Proof Liberty Hair Double Eagle, which only saw a total mintage of 121 coins, and no circulation strike coins minted at all. Even more amazingly so, this coin was acquired directly from the Philadelphia Mint in 1887, and has technically only ever been in 2 collections, having been passed down through the generations of the Garrett family, and then making its second only auction appearance right here. Graded by PCGS as Proof 65 Plus Deep Cameo, it was sold in November by Stack's Bowers for $528,000. It is often commented that the 1918 over 7 Buffalo nickel is only rivaled for the most sought-after variety in the Buffalo series by the 1937 D 3-legged Buffalo and the 1916 doubled obverse coin. Well, the inclusion on this list of the overdate variety would go at least some way to cementing that position. Graded by PCGS as MS65 Plus, this phenomenal coin was sold at auction in February for the sum of $511,875 by Great Collections. In 1860, there were those who believed that the biggest threat in terms of counterfeiting US gold coins was a practice where a real gold coin would be effectively hollowed out, and then the extracted metal replaced with another metal of a similar weight. To try and combat that threat, coins like the Judd 1570 pattern half eagle were produced, struck on a very thin but considerably broader planchet, making it nearly impossible to hollow out. The experiment was ultimately a failure in practice, and this gold $5 is the only one known to exist for 1878. Graded by PCGS as Proof 65 Plus Cameo, it was sold in August for $576,000. This is a very dramatic era coin from the early history of the US Mint, a 1794 large cent that was double struck, with both strikings being widely off-center, effectively creating nearly 2 complete images of both the obverse and reverse of the coin on a single planchet. Today, this coin is graded by NGC as MS66 Brown and was sold at auction in August by Heritage Auctions for the sum of $588,000. The 1907 rolled edge or rounded edge, depending on your preference, is the first version of the Indian head eagle featuring Augustus St. Gaudens' new design to be struck for circulation. However, of the 31,500 coins minted, all save for 50 coins were melted down before they were even released, making this an amazingly rare coin today. This example was graded by PCGS as MS65 Plus and was sold at auction in February by Great Collections for the amount of $589,500. Despite the US Mint being established in 1792, they would not be able to strike the first gold coins until 1795, when a coin like this, 1795, capped bust gold eagle, was minted. And within this issue, there are actually two major design varieties known, the 13 and 9 leaves type, referring to the amount of leaves on the palm front in the eagle's talon. This coin was graded by PCGS as MS64 Plus, and in May it was sold at auction by Heritage for $600,000. Branch mint proof coins are a bit of a curiosity when it comes to studying US mint coins, as in most cases there is either no or very sparse official records of their creation, as indeed was also the case with this 1881 O Morgan dollar from the New Orleans Mint. To date, only a single coin has ever been certified as proof from this issue, making it much scarcer than the 79 or 83 New Orleans proof coins. Authenticated by PCGS with a grade of proof 64, it was sold at auction by Stack's Bowers in November for $660,000. I think the best way to describe the doomed 20-cent denomination today would be as a failed experiment, intended to alleviate a shortage of small change and minor denominations in the western states and territories. It ended up causing more confusion than anything else, and within 2 years, production of the coin was not only halted, but all unissued coins were ordered to be destroyed, leaving only approximately 16 examples of this 1876 Carson City 20 cent surviving today. This example, graded by PCGS as MS65, was sold at auction in August by Heritage for $690,000. Following the carnage and disarray of the Civil War, Congress was petitioned in an attempt to restore faith to a devastated nation to include some form of mention of God on the nation's coinage. Today, the phrase "In God We Trust" is a familiar sight on the coins, but here we have one of the first pattern coins where the phrase instead reads simply "God Our Trust." This pattern eagle struck in gold appears to be unique today, although records indicate that at least 2 pieces may have been struck originally in 1863. Graded by PCGS as proof 64 cameo, it was sold at auction by Heritage in May for the sum of $810,000. The legendary 1870 Carson City Liberty Head Eagle is not only the rarest Carson City $20 coin, but easily competes as one of the rarest Liberty Head double eagles overall. With a meager mintage of just 3,789 coins, today estimates of the coin's surviving population range from between 35 to 65 examples, with an AU55 coin being graded as the finest known. So this PCGS graded example with a grade of AU50 is understandably sought after, as indicated by its closing price at auction in March by Stack's Bowers of $840,000. The 1879 and 1880 Stella coins was a proposed $4 gold coin, whose intended purpose was to compete more directly with similar international gold coins in an effort to facilitate international trade, by making the coin's intrinsic value closer to that of like the Austrian 8 florins, the Dutch 8 florins as well, France's 20 francs, Italy's 20 lira, and Spain's 20 pesetas. This example of the flowing hair design was graded by PCGS as proof 67 deep cameo, and at auction in March, it was sold by Stack's Bowers for $840,000. As California and indeed general territorial gold coins tend to go, there are few coins that can compete with this 1851 Schultz & Company $5 in terms of rarity and desirability, only minted between January and April of 1851. Today, we know of fewer than 12 examples of this coin having survived. This coin, discovered by a metal detectorist on a beach in 1982, is the finest known at a grade of MS62 from PCGS, for which it was sold at auction in January for $1,020,000. US mint proof coins minted before 1858 and 59 pose a unique set of challenges for the collector and researcher, as their mintage figures were not officially recorded until that time. This 1825 over 4 over 1 capped head left half eagle is a prime example of this dilemma, with only 3 coins known to exist. It is shrouded in confusion and mystery. This example was formerly a part of the Harry Bass Jr. collection and is today graded by PCGS as proof 62. In Stack's Bowers' August Rarities Night auction, it was sold for $1,080,000. One of the most instantly recognizable territorial gold coins, specifically the California Gold Rush coins, is this 1850 Baldwin & Company Horseman $10 coin, with its instantly recognizable reverse portrait. It has been estimated that around 20 to maybe 25 coins remain surviving today. This example was graded by PCGS as MS63+ and was sold in November for the sum of $1,260,000 by Stack's Bowers. Remember the 1878 pattern half eagle from before? Well, this was the original contender from 1860 that I alluded to first. The idea is essentially the same. Make the coin larger on a much thinner planchet to maintain the same gold content, but make it so thin that it is basically impossible to tamper with. The only problem is that it also then becomes extremely difficult to mint. Only 2 of these coins are known in gold. This example, graded as proof 64+ deep cameo, it was sold by Heritage in January for the sum of $1,140,000. And somehow this feels like a bit of a cheat, as this is the second time that this same issue appears on this list. The 1870 Carson City Double Eagle. A few minutes ago, we just looked at the AU50 example of that coin, sold for $840,000. And just like deja vu, here we are again. This time though, it is an AU55 example, a coin that has been off of the market since 1986, sold at auction by Stack's Bowers in November for $1,440,000. And the final California Gold Rush coin to make an appearance on this presentation has been referred to by famed Fort Worth numismatist B. Max Mell as the most beautiful of all pioneer gold coins, and one of the rarest. This is the 1855 Kellogg & Company Gold $50 coin. Only 14 of these rare large denomination gold coins are known to exist today, and the original mintage remains a mystery. This coin was graded by PCGS as proof 64 cameo, and in January, Heritage was able to secure a final bid at auction for this coin of $1,260,000. And then, the final coin to feature here, and the most expensive to sell at public auction for this year, represents potentially the most significant discovery for American numismatics in generations. A newly discovered example of a 1652 New England threepence. That's right. Not a shilling, but a threepence or 3 pennies, as indicated by the Roman numerals 3 on the coin's reverse. The only coin now in private hands, and only the second example known to have survived. It was initially discovered in the Netherlands in 2016 as a part of an old-time collection, simply labeled as an unidentified token, until 2020 when the coin was correctly identified. It makes its first auction appearance in November of 2024. Graded and authenticated by PCGS with a grade of XF45, it was sold at auction by Stax Bowers for $2,520,000. Subscribe to WNN and feel free to take a look at the most expensive Lincoln cents to have sold at auction in 2024 right here. Next. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.